and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Using me glass my daughter got me last year. Good on her. So tonight, live reviewing from Silver Brewhouse, and this is their industrial ales side of things, and it's Cold Face Stout. It's an oat stout, easy drinking oat stout with a rich roast malt flavour. I'm trying to remember where they're based. Silver Brewhouse. I'm not sure. Oh, it says there, Chesterfield. Silver Brewhouse Limited, Silver House, Adelphi Way, Staveley in Chesterfield. So it's 4.5%. There we go. Just for people in the future. And yeah, Cold Face Stout. And there we go. They're on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot, because I usually tag them in if I'm reviewing a beer, as I always try to do. Tag people in and make sure they know that I'm reviewing their beers. So we'll crack this open. I'm actually going to do two reviews, about 15 minutes to 20 minutes of review, no more than that really, and we'll come back. Good evening, Thomas. So I'm expecting a dark beer here. And there we go. So it lives up to its potential. And the only problem with having the black writing on a glass is that when you pour a black beer, you don't see the chuffing writing. Oh well, never mind. So it pours a nice neon black colour with about 5 mils of slightly creamy head. Cheers. Got this from adventurebeer.co.uk. I'm not sure if it's available anywhere else. Proper malty, certainly is, matey. Proper rich malty aromas coming off this coffee as well. Right, cheers. Oh, I need this. Had a good day, but a long day. Oh. And the thing, Cold Face Stout, oat stout. Normally oat stouts are quite creamy, so be interesting as it gets further in. Certainly tasting really nice anyway. Like I say, big malty flavours with this. Only 4.5%, so very, very sessionable at 4.5%. And these good people, I'm following them on Twitter, and they really do churn out the beers. So, they're doing well for themselves. And it's always interesting to watch people's Twitter accounts, see who's doing what. The big breweries don't seem to do that as much. But smaller breweries are saying, oh, we're doing this today, we're doing that today. It's interesting, seeing what's being brewed. It just throws a bit of interest that way. Chesterfield, mate. Yeah, Staveley in Chesterfield. Yeah. I mean, I only heard of them because of Adventure Beers. So Chesterfield, not far away from Ashover Brewery, I would assume. Ashover Brewery, excellent brewery. They do some amazing traditional beers. These also have a craft side to them. I think it's called Apostle Brewing, if memory serves me correctly. I think it is. Or they cuckoo brew on their kit. Cuckoo brewing is one brewery using another brewery's kit to do beers. It happens quite a bit around the country. In Nottingham, Liquid Light used to cuckoo brew on Magpie's kit. And at the moment, I think Solstice Brewing do, although I've not had a beer from them for a long while. I do wonder if they've gave up. But Red Dog Brewer, he's cuckoo brewing on the Magpie kit. So just to show you, it does happen quite a bit. So, proper stout. There's a nice smoothness to that. I think that must be and creaminess which is coming off the, I presume, the oats. Yeah, damn right, Thomas. You know, there's one thing to brew beers, but the kit is not cheap. We have a homebrew um, group not far away from me, about 2 miles, about a mile away from me, called Place to Brew. And basically, you pay a certain fee per month, but you can brew on the kit. And so, if you haven't got the money to spend 2 or 3 grand on kit, and their kit is worth that and a bit more probably. It's just a great way of going out and doing that sort of thing. Good evening, Benjamin. So, bit of a curveball. Trad beer first. Gonna knock off about 15 minutes. Come back with a craft beer review, probably a New Morrison's one, probably the Thornbridge one that's sat behind me. I haven't had a Thornbridge beer for a while, so it'd be interesting to see what it tastes like. The collab with Burnt Mill Bakery. Found out today that there's only one bottle of Wraggy's Golden Ale left at Lincoln Green Brewing. One solitary bottle. And I also know there's only 3 left at Adventure Beer, so they've sold really well, they have. No, mater. I want to do different advent calendars this year. I'm not going to do the Adventure Beer this year, and I'm certainly not going to do Thornbridge. I did enjoy the Thornbridge, did enjoy the Adventure Beer, but I'll choose my own in that respect. I'll see what breweries are out there. Brew York, their 12 days one that they did. Good evening, Bolton. Their 12 days advent calendar was an interesting one for me. But yeah, I want to do different advent calendars. Fire Rock, up the road from me in Mansfield, they do one. Pretty pricey, gotta be honest. Good evening, Steve. How many points I've had? What? Driving points? None. Oh, pints. yeah, I've never had a point in my life from driving. How many pints? It's funny, because I drank as early as 10 years old, spewed up straight away. I went to the pub as a 14-year-old, 1 pint, Drank quite a bit between 18 and 21. From 21 years old, met my wife, girlfriend and then wife. Stopped drinking. Probably drank 3 times in a year for nearly, Jesus. Hold on a minute. Let me work this out. I started homebrewing in 2005. I met her in 90. So there was probably a 15 years where I drank nothing, 3 times a year. Christmas, a bit of Bailey's and a bit of Malibu. And apart from when we go out, so we go out every now and again, probably, but there was a long time where we didn't even go out. So we'd go around a mate's house and we'd have coffee. But yes, the last 15 years, last 17 years, since I've been home brewing and doing beer reviews, certainly it's gone up. Hophurst Brewery, Imperial Potteresque ice. Imperial Potteresque Irish Cream. Ooh, that sounds nice, doesn't it? There's always one that you see, a beer you see and you think, oh, that's absolute blooming box ticker. Oh, that does sound nice. There's always one that comes along. I'm going to rebrew the Imperial Stout from Love Brewing later this year. And I'm looking at doing a single flavour for the whole lot. The choc fudge brownie essence that I used was just off the charts, bloody awesome. The Imperial Stout's amazing as it is, but with that flavouring, it's just unbelievable. And I'm looking forward to doing something similar. Looking what flavours are out there. I'll go the flavour way. I'm not messing about. using the flavours like, and banoffee pie could be the one. 40 pints of it though, it's a lot to have. Yeah, but and it would have been, there'd be an outlay of nearly 70 quid for 40 pints. So £4 a can for 10%. That's good, isn't it? Bloody hell. You don't get many 10% for £4 a can. Hophurst Brewery. I need to remember that. Keep trying to do different breweries. You know, doing beer halls from different breweries. I want to expand my knowledge of different breweries and styles. You know, I know that I need to do the Trappist ones, the Rochefort, 8, 10, 12, 16, whatever beyond that, based in Wigan. Ah, right, yeah. So, going down well. No, mate, I haven't. And we do want to go back over to Northern Ireland. We're going on car. We're going over the ferry because we're not flying. I can't be doing flying, to be honest. Unless I'm going abroad, fair dues. You know, you can't do it. But if I'm going anywhere that I can drive, I'm driving. And yeah, I want to go over there and just get a load. And I suppose now, you imagine the difference between the last time we went in 2018 and now in 2022. New breweries opening up. You just look around you. In Nottingham, 4 years ago, most of these breweries that I've heard of now, including this one, never heard of. Never even knew they existed. And it's only because of doing beer reviews and following certain things that you hear of these. I mean, they're saying there's something like 2,300 breweries in the UK now, which is astounding. You know, there's some amazing beer out there that you've probably never ever tasted and never will because, you know, it's just impossible to do them all. Unless you like a lot of beer, of course. That'd be some tour of the UK, wouldn't it? Getting a mobile home. Money's not the object. Going around the UK touring each and every single brewery. Yeah. And then see if you're alive after it. Good evening, David. Yeah, it would be something. It's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, Morrison's are the first ones to do a big update, and big-ish anyway. It'd be interesting to see if any of the other supermarkets do any more. I have. I have had the one that's in B&M. I think it's Monesque. Yeah, I think it is. Unless it's not showing up in my B&M. But I have had some German. This one is Belgian. Mm. £5 worth of gas in one day. That's ridiculous, isn't it, mate? There's going to be people scared to death to turn the chuffing heating on. That is absolutely ridiculous. What are we living in? This needs to reverse and reverse pretty damn quick. You know, we don't live in a warm climate, and you know there needs to be big. I think there needs to be major windfall taxes on these people because they're the ones charging us at this rate, and if they're making obscene profits, then it's time to windfall tax the buggers. Good evening, Mr. Mercybase. Yeah, just on about the banoffee as well. Yeah, mate. Wood. I tell you what, I'd love a wood burner. And my sister used to have a wood burner in the front room that also ran the central heating. And I tell you what, with me working where I'm working, I can basically get wood for nothing. And yeah, it's going to be a very interesting year. There's going to be lots and lots of people in fuel poverty. You know, in you know. But the only thing to do is use the bloody gas and then go bankrupt. Say, well, you know, because of a certain thing they can't cut you off anyway. I'm sure they can't. Salted caramel in deep water, right? Yeah. Ooh. So, for those coming late, this is Silver Brewhouse. It's their coal face stout. It's described as an oat stout, 4.5%, black pour, white head, big malty nose on there. I got a bit of coffee in the taste, to be honest, and it is smooth. There's a creaminess to it. It's very easy drinking. Based out of Chesterfield, if you've never heard of the brewery. Wanted to try and do 2 reviews each night, but not go over the 20 minutes. Simply the reason is the wife don't give me a bollocking. She just thinks I'm doing 1 review. So crafty little reviews. And I actually prefer doing the lives because you can have a chit chat while you're doing the review. And I can polish off some, you know, different beers as well. Chuck some local ones in as well. So good on that thing. I've been invited down to Magpie Brewery at the weekend to see their new owners and have a beer with them. It's like a party. So, jolly good. Looking forward to that. Hopefully I don't get too drunk and make a fool of myself. Hophurst Brewery. I'll have to Google that later. If I remember later, because I've got a sieve like a brain. Yeah. Double digit 5 minutes full count. Yeah. I can't do the late night ones anymore because yeah, she knows I come down the shed for a sneaky beer, so it's pointless, you know. And especially on work nights, it's not good. So I enjoyed this. Nice, easy drinking stout. Certainly hit the spot. 4.5%. It's just a nice pure stout. It's, you know, if you want something a bit better than Guinness and that sort of thing, this is a sort of stout that you'd be wanting. For me, a good 4.2 out of 5. Cooking a curry on a gas hob. Cask hob. Gas hob. Tartarus Impy, 17%. Oh, Jesus. Now that's strong. Yeah. I'd love to make my own Imperial Stout at 17%. Good evening, Dave, matey. How are you? So, yeah, about 4.2 for this. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Based out of Chesterfield. And that's it for this review. I'm going to come back with another review. And a nice craft offering next, something new from Morrison's. And back in about 2 minutes, not be long. Cheers all. And I do apologise for turning it off.